We will complete Sura Al Maeda, Part 2. Part 2 8 Lawful and Unlawful Food verses 57 to 108. This section continues detailed legal guidance. Topics include permissible food, prohibited food, oaths, expiation for broken oaths, hunting rules, pilgrimage regulation, respect for the Kaaba, testimony, honest witnesses. These laws encourage integrity, gratitude, and obedience. 9. Question and unnecessary speculation, verses 101 to 102. Allah teaches believers not to burden themselves with unnecessary questions that could make religious practice more difficult. The Quran encourages seeking beneficial knowledge while avoiding needless speculation. 10. Prophet Jesus and the table spread, verses 109 to 115. This is the event from which the surah takes its name. On the day of judgment, Allah will remind Prophet Jesus of his favors, speaking in infancy, teaching wisdom and scripture, healing the blind and those with skin disease by Allah's permission, bringing the dead to life by Allah's permission, creating the form of a bird from clay by Allah's permission. The repeated phrase, by my permission, emphasizes the miracles occur through Allah's power rather than independently. Jesus' disciples requested a heavenly table spread with food to reassure their hearts and strengthen their faith. Allah granted the miracle while warning the deliberate disbelief afterward would carry severe accountability. The story highlights gratitude, faith, and responsibility after receiving clear signs. 11. Jesus denies divinity, verses 116 to 120. The surah concludes with a dialogue on the Day of Judgment. Allah asks Jesus whether he instructed people to worship him and his mother besides Allah. Jesus replies that he never said anything except what Allah commanded. Worship Allah alone, recognize Allah as the only Lord, acknowledge that he was merely a messenger. Jesus entrusted final judgment to Allah, affirming God's perfect knowledge and justice. This ending reinforced the Quranic message of pure monotheism, Tawheed. Major lessons of Surah Al Maeda: honor every promise and covenant, obeys Allah's lawful commands, maintain justice even toward opponents, protect the sanctity of human life, avoid envy and hatred, uphold honesty in testimony, respect sacred places and acts of worship, follow divine guidance rather than personal desire, appreciate Allah's blessing with gratitude, worship Allah alone without associating partners. Major prophets mentioned: Adam through the account of his two sons, Moses Musa, Aaron Harun, Jesus Isa. Important ethical principles: the surah repeatedly emphasizes justice before personal interest, mercy alongside accountability, gratitude after receiving blessings, responsibility for one's choices, faithful in both public and private life, respect of life and human dignity, cooperation and righteousness rather than wrongdoing. Structure of Surah. Section verses 1 to 5, Covenants, Lawful Food, Pilgrimage Rules. Verses 6 to 11, Purification and Justice. Verses 12 to 26, Covenant with the children Israel. Verses 27 to 31, Cain and Abel. Verses 32 to 40, Sanctity of Life and Justice. Verses 41 to 56, Leadership, Hypocrisy and Judgment. Verses 57 to 108, Dietary Laws, Oaths, Testimony, Pilgrimage. Verses 109 to 115, Jesus and the Heavenly Table Spread. Verses 116 to 120, Jesus' testimony before Allah's and affirmation of monotheism. Happy learning and enjoy. I'll see you all.